to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Wolverines offense will start this game off. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Going deep. Makes the grab right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Iowa's offense has the ball for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Trucks through the defender. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll try it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And we're What's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Buckley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Big noise in the big house with his huge third down play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Haynes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, he leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very...
Makes the catch! He gets it in! Touchdown, Michigan!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buckley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Big noise. Big house. Trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Buckley. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fakes to grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's open spaces. Defense picks it up. Inside the touchdown, Iowa. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the side?
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
Turning it on! They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
At the 35, he's loose. Lots of room to run. And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Shakes off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Got rid of it just in time.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Pocket breaking down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Great place to start for this offense. Tight end now in motion. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Dances away. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Southern. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got a man. It's Hughes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll sneak it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. power on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll try to get outside. Finds a little space. It's a seam wide open at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And we saw it last week. This guy's got big play ability. I mean, he can make those big plays, and now you see it again, man. Over 100 last week, looking to go over 100 this week, and this is why. You hand him the football, he makes enormous plays.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. Still running at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. He's got it at the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their team.
The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is...
There he goes! Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, the defense is going to be kicking themselves for that. They knew coming into this game they had to stop this wide receiver, and it wasn't just going to be catching the football. They knew they might see him in the run game as well. Really good timing on the reverse call there. Down in the red zone, the defense just not able to catch up and make a tackle.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Using the quick game. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. With the catch, it's Mark. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll move the tight end. The give on the inside. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Western Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come.
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. At the 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
To the air. It's Underwood. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Michigan. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he made the extra point without problem. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jet sweep to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. On the move to his left. Did the work himself.
I love the bootleg right away out of the quarterback. Why? Get him outside the pocket now. When he's that dynamic, that fast, you get him out there quick, you get him in space. Now you got to bring this athlete to the ground with an option to pass the football. Really, really hard on defenses.
Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. The 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, time and time again, this running back has found pay dirt. 3 rushing touchdowns, but nowhere to go that time. I think if you're on defense, the biggest key's got to be penetrating and shooting these gaps. They did a
touchdown, Hawkeyes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Gets it out quickly. Got room at the 35. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Ann Arbor. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Michigan offense. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in, it's Morgan. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's caught. It's Cleescorn. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. He is run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity.
Wide open spaces. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Here's a heat. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. There he goes. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Buckley. And this one will be stopped for no gain. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Going with the ground game left. Fights off a defender. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're setting up the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air, it's Underwood. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On fourth down, going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
From the gun, give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Washington. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the handoff. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Line is set on 3rd down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Fires left. Holds it in. Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To throw, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. To the air on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Got it.
It'll be third and long.
Pound 55 wheel.
From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give is to Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to pick up a first down. Scanning the field, it's Dotson. He's got it on the move. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
Okay, ready?
The Hawkeyes have it with a first and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Skips away from pressure. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. To the air, it's Underwood. Going over the top. And it's caught inside the 15. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Here comes the heat. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 7 over SMU. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
Gonna swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Got it set up on the outside.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Hawkeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Smith takes the handoff. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's some pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Smith.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him.
Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point is good. They just finished off a 53. Scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but it stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
They boot it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To the ground with the back.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change.
There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They go to the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.